There's a steal. Wiggins has it. Canada has a chance to tie. Wiggins for three. Sure!
You see that guy, number 22? Some called him a disappointment. Some even went so far as to label him a bust. Well, whatever you think of him, the truth is, he'll be suiting up in a Warriors uniform real soon. And today, guys, I've got to go over the truth as to why Andrew Wiggins is going to make the 2022 Warriors absolutely dangerous. First off, having Wiggins on the roster will give the Warriors 3 legit scorers who will average 20-plus points a night. Curry will be at, I'll say 28 points per game. Klay, coming off his injuries, will probably average 20, and Wiggins, in my predictions, will be at about 22 points per game. That is 70 points per game from your big three. And let's just do a quick comparison with the 2017 Warriors when KD had just arrived. That year, the combined star power of Steph, KD, and Klay averaged 72 points per game, just 2 more points than the 2022 trio. And where did that take them? Straight to the championship. Now, I ain't saying Wiggins equals KD, but having him next to the Splash Brothers as the third scoring option should definitely put the Warriors somewhere in the top tier of the NBA. And speaking of the third option, being a third option should unleash Wiggins because it'll allow him to play his game more effectively. What I mean by that is, Wiggins will be in a better position to choose when to attack and when not to. I mean, with Steph and Klay demanding a lot of the defensive attention, Wiggins will have a lot more opportunities to either attack the rim when it's less crowded in the paint, and he'll also have more wide-open 3-ball opportunities. I know, some of y'all are going to say he had a chance in 2018 when he had Towns and Butler, but the culture over there just wasn't great. I mean, cat and buckets were at each other's throats, and the whole situation was just toxic. So when you compare that situation with Wiggins' current situation, it's not apples to apples. The culture in the Bay Area is one of the best in the NBA, and you can be sure that it'll bring out the best in the 2014 #1 pick. I mean, Wiggins had this to say of the Warriors close to the end of last season after beating the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a great fit. I'm playing with Steph. That's legendary in itself. Playing with Draymond, I'm so excited to play with Klay. Just Warriors basketball, on and off the court. The organization, how they treat everybody, and the atmosphere is crazy. It's been nothing but love here, and I enjoy it. Next off, why Wiggins is going to help put the Warriors back on the map is because the man is entering his prime. Wiggins is 26, turning 27, and according to SportingCast.com, the exact prime age of an NBA player is usually about 27. Now that's different when we talk about the Splash Brothers, because they excel in not only athleticism, but in marksmanship. But that's a different story for another day. Wiggins, on the other hand, is known to be explosive when going toward the rim.
I think you use it. Wiggins down the lane. Andrew Wiggins, what a game.
Zone shot. There's the better ball movement, and Wiggins hammering that.
Wiggins is also known to be a lockdown defender on the defensive end of the court.
He's done a great job moving the ball, but Toronto, their game plan is to take him away.
Seattle want to repost him now with the shot clock at 5, and there's the weak side, Andrew Wiggins.
Next season, he'll be that much better at what he does best, because he's going to be officially entering the prime years of his athleticism. I mean, check this out from earlier this offseason. Perhaps Wiggins should enter this year's upcoming dunk contest. Am I right, or am I right? On top of his growing athleticism, my man Wiggins is only going to get better with his own marksmanship abilities.
Laughing. Normally doesn't miss that. Warriors fortunate.
Wiggins has been feeling it. Andrew Wiggins is...
I mean, last season, he just had the most effective shooting year of his career, with career highs in both field goal percentage at 48% and three-point percentage at 38%. Through improving his own skill set over the offseason, and with a better squad in 2022, what if those averages increased to, say, 55% from the field and 42% from three? If you think it's crazy, it's not. Let me show you what I mean. Earlier this year, Wiggins played in 3 Olympic qualifying games, and in those 3 games, Wiggins averaged about 22 points per game while shooting 55% from the field and 42% from three. Wiggins played like a boss. It's not just his offense either. Wiggins is becoming an all-defensive talent. According to many ranking sites, Wiggins was one of the best on-ball defenders in the entire league. According to Per Second Spectrum's tracking data, These are the stats of other NBA stars when they're being defended by Wiggins. Jason Tatum was 5 for 16 from the field. Bradley Beal shot 6 for 15. DeMar DeRozan was 5 for 15. And even the 2-time Finals MVP, the cyborg himself, Kawhi Leonard, was 6 for 17 when being guarded by number 22. I have no doubt that Wiggins will only get better at defense as he grows into his athletic prime and as he continues to practice and train more with Draymond Green. I'm predicting he'll make at least the all-defensive second team this upcoming season. In fact, when asked about his off-season training, Wiggins had this to say. It was a quick turnaround from the Olympic qualification games to focusing on preseason, but I'd been training all along. I'm starting to feel mentally and physically ready for the season ahead. This offseason, I'm focusing on my overall fitness, ball handling, shooting, and being the best teammate I can be. The fact that Andrew Wiggins is still getting better and better is probably a big reason why the Warriors front office is refusing to package him in any of those Ben Simmons and Bradley Beal trades. I know Simmons and Beal are considered stars in this league, but even if it was a one-for-one trade, I'd be hesitant about giving up Wiggins. The man can flat-out ball, and he fits in perfectly in Kerr's small ball system. As a matter of fact, it seems that toward the end of the regular season last year, Wiggins finally understood his game, and now he fits in with the Golden State Warriors. The result was that he became so much more efficient, and that he also added another dimension to what the Warriors are capable of. I mean, in the last 8 games, which closed out the 2021 regular season, Wiggins scored over 20 points 5 times and even had one monster 38-point game en route to helping the Warriors win 7 of their last 8 games, which were important games as well. On top of that, 2 of those W's came from the 2 teams that had the best regular season records as well, the Jazz and the Suns. Now I want to talk about another point now, which is how Wiggins will be even better when he plays with the bench unit. The truth is, even when he's playing with the second unit, he doesn't have to force anything. Jordan Poole's becoming a star in front of our eyes, and JTA, he's playing his role to perfection. Add in Otto Porter, Nemanja, Kuminga, and Moody, and we'll see why Wiggins, because of his style of play, fits in so perfectly with both the starting unit and the second unit. One other point as to why I can't wait to watch Wiggins in 2022 is because this will be the first time in his NBA career that he's been on a team with championship potential. The fact is, last year, injuries and COVID protocols really hampered the Warriors. And then when he was in Mini, he pretty much had no hope of getting far in the playoffs. And when you factor in the fact that he already had a $100 million contract, that sort of limits how hard a person will try. But if Wiggins has a legit chance of bringing home that Larry O'Brien trophy, you can be sure he'll be given 110% and more. Will this higher level of drive and belief unleash Andrew Wiggins? Will we finally be able to see Maple Jordan? Maybe, guys, just maybe. But you know what? If I were a betting man, I'd bet that Wiggins will have his best season ever in 2022. And when he helps him bringing that championship trophy back to the Bay Area, I have 3 words I'll say. Thank you, Minnesota.
Thank you.
Oh, and by the way, have you ever wondered how elite this 2022 Warriors team is as a whole? If you just said yes, then click on this video here where I go over in depth and in detail a complete analysis on everything this 2022 squad is capable of. Click the video, guys, watch it, and like always, I'll see you on the other side.